And hello, everybody. I don't know, which microphone is actually capturing my sound right now. Welcome to the show. Basically, we're a minute or so late there on that, and I apologize. It is all technical, logical things right now. So how's my sound coming through for everybody at home right now? I actually don't know whether it's this microphone, because it doesn't seem to be registering on my end here. But there's a microphone in the webcam. There's a microphone in my computer as well. I don't know. Let's see. So you hear me. Does it sound as good as it did last time? Or does the sound like it's shittier? I hate technology. I really wish I had someone who's actually doing this for me. I feel like a 90-year-old man trying to make this crap work, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, welcome to Pot Squelch Grows. I don't even know what this looks like on YouTube coming through right now. I've been trying to set crap up in terms of Streamlabs. I tried to set it up like how we did the show last time, where I was just going to kind of go live with the technological stuff through YouTube. But at the end of the day, it forced me to use an integrated software. So we do have that, but I haven't really quite figured out how to do it yet. But it is what it is. I really don't feel that this microphone is picking anything up, which is stupid because I spent almost $1,000 on this rig. But again, I am learning how to make this shit work, and we'll go from there. So it could be the laptop, it could be the webcam, I don't know. But we will make the show happen anyway and keep on rocking. All right. It needs bass. Yeah, so it's not using this because this is an SM7B microphone. I wonder if there's a way for me to change the settings during the show. But anyway, let's keep on going. Let's go back to the beginning here and say hi to everybody. And we've got the wrong settings on this. So I'm going to switch over to live chat, maybe. No, top chat. Live chat. There we go. All right. So one, I like it to be on live chat because I like to see everybody's shit. So one here, there. The background screen gives you bad Pog nostalgia. I remember Pogs as well. We must be a similar age. Oh, right. Well, here. Might even actually be easier just to read everyone's messages off my phone, and then that way I can kind of look at the camera too. So let's do this here. I'm just going to pull up the show on my phone, and then also we can see how it looks. Bear with me here. There we go. We have the audio off. Perfect. All right. So let's go back to the very, very beginning. Slap Trap, what's happening, baby? Red Claws, welcome to the show. Right Powder, good to see ya. Ganja down to your mama in the hizzy. What's happening, Greens at 373 Steel? I hope you're doing well. All right, Nicole Landman, what's crack-a-lacking? Good to see ya. All right. Let's see, Einstein, what's good in the hell? Where the hell is Jesus? I don't know, Einstein. We're still waiting on that one. What's happening, Ozzy Big Buds? Greens at 373 Steel. Thank you for letting everyone know that I may be having some technical issues. It is true. What's happening, Fred Green, down in Alabama? Good to see you, baby. What's happening, Paper Scratcher? Good to see you. Romeans, good to see you. Rick DeRosa, it has been a while. We are back. Somewhat. We're trying to figure out exactly how to make everything work. But working on that. All right, let's see here. Little Stewie in the house. What's happening, baby? What's happening, Seamus McGillicuddy? Good to see you. All right. Kent Rath, what's happening with you? Right Powder, what's happening? Eugene Dolan, good to see you, baby. All right. Jason Houlihan, what's good to see? Oh, I'm good to see you. Yeah, it's good to be back, Jason. Good to see you, too. Flying Gringo Official, what's happening, baby? Yeah, that's all right. Happy birthday to you, Flying Gringo Official, my friend. All right. Okay. It sounds a bit tinny. Yeah, there's my dad tuning in. Everyone, welcome the dad of Pot Squelch. It probably sounds tinny because I actually don't think this microphone is working right now, everybody. I am struggling to understand all of this. I wonder if I click these settings, this setting here. Remove performance, copy filters. No. No. Undo adjust mic / something volume. Bear with me, everybody. I'm trying to figure this one out. We are working on the technical side of things. I really wished to be completely honest with you, that YouTube would have let me just do this the way I wanted to do, rather than using Streamlabs. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But that's all right, everybody. So anyway, we've caught up. We said hi to everybody. What's happening, Keith and Chief? What's happening, Sinful Genetics? Good to see ya. So, what's up, Del Trotter? Good to see ya. All right. So, long story short, everybody, thank you for being patient with us. We are trying to figure out exactly how to make everything work and how to use all our new toys here. As I can, like this thing is just not registering. So it's obviously not using this microphone, which is pissing me off. I got a feeling we might be coming to you through the mic built into the camera there. What's up, Adam Stevens? Welcome to the show, my friend. We are slowly but surely attempting to learn how to do this crap. We got some new toys. We got some new shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But we're working on it. All right. Hey, Texas Pete. Welcome to the show, my friend. It's been a while. I hope everybody down in Texas is doing well there, Texas Pete. What's happening, Jason Houlihan? Good to see you. All right. Flying Gringo Official, the Discord is fully up and running. We've got about 40 to 50 members there now. So if maybe Soul Price is there, or Ganjidani Your Mama maybe, can share that link for you. And it should be all right. So, yes, Roman Reckless, I've tried to set that even up, actually. If you look at the bottom of the screen, there should be like a little transparent mug in the middle of the screen. Try clicking that. That may be it. I don't, again, know what I'm doing. I haven't really spent any time trying to learn Streamlabs just because at the end of the day, I wasn't ready to do it yet. And I didn't want to do it quite yet. But then, when I tried to preload the show today, YouTube was like, integrate your streaming software now. I was like, you bastards. Stop making me use shit I don't know how to use yet. But it was the only way to go live. So we're doing our best and trying to stay on top of that. Oh, wonderful, Nicole. Thank you very much for sharing that Discord link there. You are wonderful. All right. So long story short, in the next week or two, we're going to get the show up and running properly. We are almost done setting up at least sort of the initial perpetual flowering room. So let's go over some of the few things that'll be going on in the new lab. Okay, so we're going to be doing the new perpetual flowering room, so that's going to be always going on. So you're going to have weekly updates on plants, literally every week now, once we get that all going. We're going to be doing some grow tent experiments. We're going to be doing some grow tent breeding. We're going to be doing a how-to video series on breeding cannabis and making new generations of cannabis, at least initially. And then, it'll take time. It takes years to go through and select the phenotypes that we'll be working with. But these are all things that we will be doing here on the channel. One thing that we're also working on trying to get going as well is a lot more how-to videos again. I used to do a lot of how-to videos back in the day. It's been a while since I played with that shit. So, we're going to try to get that up and going again. And we're working on that. This is really pissing me off, though, that I can't get this one microphone to work. I'll have to do it on the next show. Motherfucker. Hey, thank you, Texas Pete. That's right, we are moving on up, at least attempting to do so. Sadly, I feel like I'm a 90-year-old man. What does that mean? That means I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. I really wish I had a technologically sound, savvy person living closer to me who could help me set this up. Because, like, right now, I should be coming to you through this beautiful microphone. My voice sounds so sexy through this one. But it's not working. So I don't even know what's capturing my sound right now. Obviously, you're hearing me, so it could be the laptop here. It could be this webcam. I don't know. But, we'll get all these things figured out. That's what we work in. I know you can hear me, Roman Reckless, and I know that the sound itself is coming through. It's not so much that you can't hear me, it's that you can't hear me through this. And that's what's pissing me off. Because normally there's actually a little light on here when this mic is activated and it's live. It shows me my voice feed going through it, right? So for example, can you hear that? Is that coming through? No, see, that's dead. So my sound is not coming through this right now. I think it's coming through the webcam or it's coming through the laptop. Hard to say, but it's frustrating, but yeah. Einstein, you and I both know you don't like me talking fast. thank you, Greens and 373 Steel. That's very sweet of you. I know, but I spent a lot of money on this stupid thing, so I want it to work. Well, for now, I don't think this is actually doing anything, so we can push that out of the frame for the show, and then we'll come back and figure that out at a later date. It is what it is. Hey, the way I look at it, everybody, I'm pretty impressed with myself in that I figured out how to actually make this thing work, at least to a basic sense. We've got the show going. We are coming to you live from the new set. And so that in and of itself, at least, is pretty cool. We've got some new stage lights here. I went and bought some little stage lights. Let's see if I can turn this camera around for you. Ooh. That's right. Trying to be fancy, trying to set up a proper set. But again, we're just learning how to use all this technological stuff, right? So, but let's go back to really kind of what we're talking about really at the end of the day. So we got the perpetual flowering room. We're going to be doing some closet grows. There's this fun little closet actually that I've got down here in this one bedroom apartment in the basement of the house. And it's kind of underneath the stairs, a Harry Potter style. So we're going to do a Harry Potter grow in there and have some fun. We're going to be doing an upcoming video where we show you how to build a space tin. It'll be like a space bucket, but bigger. And we're going to build it into a 50 to 55 gallon oil drum. That's going to be pretty good, I think. But, you know, what are we going to do? So wait, Nicole Lenman, you did hear that? So wait, so is this actually working? Because I don't think it is. Because watch, when I put it away, my levels are still registering the same way here. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe all the mics are live. I don't know. Can you hear me now? What if I whisper into this? Can you still hear me? Or does it get really quiet? Because if it's really quiet and you can't hear what I'm saying right now, that means this mic isn't working. Yeah, well, you know, and at the end of the day, Roman Reckless, remember, you know, typically a decent enough return from the sounds of it. Basically, on the average ounce, if you're pressing flour, premium flour into rosins, you're typically going to yield usually around 3 to 6 grams to the 28. That is going to be a happy, if you can get anywhere between 3 and 6, that's a fairly decent return on a press. Doing flour pressing with rosin creation, okay? And at the end of the day, you can go a little higher than that. I believe on our last time I was playing with my press, I was doing the Hindu Kush and the Pink Kush, both of which returned very, very well. Like vastly higher than usual. But, you know, it is what it is. No, Ganjanana Your Mama, the tattoo is not finished. It will be finished in August. So our friend tattooing by many at Harborside Tattoo in Vancouver, he had to tap out after about 6 hours. His back would not let him to keep going. And that is completely fine. I won't lie to you, I was hurting a little bit too. I was kind of ready to be like, you know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that. So we'll go back. We're going to be putting all that green into the logo there. We're going to be going through. We're going to be redoing the lines. On the tattoo itself, and then it will also we'll put like another coat of the black onto that Squatch character there, you know, to make it really pop, jump off the back, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think it's working. This mic is not working. So yeah, long story short, it's somewhere here. Roman says, Squatch, do you have a drawing and curing vid? I need to get better at this. Yes, I totally do. It's probably called something very similar to that, I've got a bunch of videos where I've talked and gone over that. So yeah, there's definitely some videos out there. You may have to go back a while, a few grows ago, but I definitely have videos talking about drawing and curing out there. And I typically, usually on every grow in the video, touch a little bit on it as we're going as well. What's up, Red Claus? Good to see you. All right, 1 second here. I'm getting pissed off that this microphone is not working, everybody. Let's see here. Is there a way to switch mic things while I'm doing this? I don't think there is. Maybe I can go like this. Audio. Output capture. No. Sorry, everybody. I'm just also in like, I mean, the show's still going, I'm hoping. I'm just looking at all these settings on the thing here. Audio input. So it says any device that attaches a computer for the purpose of capturing sounds such as music or speech. Yes, I'm aware of that. But it's not allowing me to select it. What the heck? Let's see here. Add source. Audio input capture. That's that. And we'll go default. No. We're going to do this. We're going to click this one. And use device timestamps. No. And now we're going to go done. And maybe this works now. Can you hear me now? I don't even know. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have life. Hello. How about now? Let's turn up the gain now. I think I've switched over to this microphone. If I've successfully figured this out, I'm going to be extremely proud of myself right now. It is. I'm not on an Apple, actually. Jason, I'm on a PC to run the shows. We do our editing on an Apple, but we do the live streams on a PC. Yeah, there's no bass, but I can hear you fine on the TV. I'm just glad you're back. Thank you, Eugene Dolan. Screen keeps loading, bro. Glitchy. Try going out of the show and coming back in, because it's totally like I'm actually watching the show on my phone right now. So the live stream, I am monitoring it through here as well. And it's working. No, I don't actually use a Samsung phone anymore either, Roman Reckless. We've got a Brio Logitech 4K webcam. We've got an SM7B microphone that we're attempting to make work. I actually think this thing is bloody working because it's actually coming through now. If you see this little green light here, everybody, see when I talk and it goes beep, 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 beep. Oh, you probably can't see that. Let's see if I can lift it up. There we go. Hello, you see that? See that little green light? And it's going boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I actually think this is working now. So that's great. I don't know. I'm doing my best to figure this out, everybody. Hey, the way I look at it, we got the right webcam going. I think I fixed the microphone, so that's pretty sweet. I don't bloody know. Didn't you get the new Samsung? Well, the Samsung phone I have now is not the new one anymore. It's a Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. There is a 21 now. You can't hear me in your left ear. That's weird. That's going to be something on your settings, though, not my end, I believe. Because I don't believe I can switch this to left or right. So this is coming through via the microphone there. So that would probably be something on your settings. Yeah, Crazy Groton, I mean, pressing hash is definitely a valid thing. I will say, though, that I personally find that a lot of rosins that we make with hash, okay, they do not have quite the same terpene profile and flavonoid profile as flower pressing. They both make their very own thing. It's an extra step to make the hash. And I actually, to be honest with you, even though in one sense when it comes to pressing it's a little bit more work, I actually almost prefer the flavor, taste, and hit off rosins that come out of a fresh flower press. But again, that's always a point of a taste really for anyone at the end of the day, and it all depends. So, yeah. It is higher now. Yeah, so I'm using this here. So we fixed that. Luckily, I was able to go into the back settings during the show and play with that, which is funny because I guess there's other things I can do here too. What happens if I click this? I'll see nothing. No, yeah. I didn't do that before, but yeah. What's up, Jeremiah Sanchez? I'm doing well. Ann Graham. Hey, Josh, you were my favorite bartender. Oh, well, thank you. Now, here's the question, Ann Graham. Which bar did I bartend for you at? Was it the Dudney? Was it the Speakeasy on West Broadway? Was it the Brighton? Was it the Reef on Main? There's been a few different bars over the years of which I have been the bartender of. All right. Are those grinders or stickers? Those are all the background graphic that you're seeing around the thing. That was actually created by our graphics guy, Stefan Robinson from Wales. He does all of our graphics now. He designed the beard oil labels. He designed the tincture labels. He designed all of our CBD products labels. So, yeah, no, I never worked at a Hooters, Einstein. There aren't any Hooters in Canada. That's an American thing. So, yeah, no, KJ38. I figured out how to make this one. Is it too hot? Are we hitting too high? I could turn the gain down just a little bit, maybe. That might help. Hell yeah. Well, I don't know the strain called Killer myself. I do know Critical Mass. It's all right. But a good kosher kush. I've seen some wonderful, wonderful phenotypes of kosher kush over the years. So I like that. Yeah, Roman Reckless, I mean, I do something similar. I mean, a lot of the time, though, I've been making my hash these days out of kind of more of a dry ice hash. I mean, I do find that a lot of that is removed or removes a lot of the terpenes and flavonoids again when I'm doing that dry ice hash. So, going forward, I kind of really want to try playing with some flat screening again. It's been years since I did flat screening hash, which is a great thing. Oh, it's Ann. Hey, what's up, Ann? How you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, now we know who you is. I know who you is. What's happening, Ann? I hope everything's good down in the DeRoche area. We're coming to you now live from Hull, British Columbia. In 1981, they got Rambo. In 2021, 40 years later, they got me. Oh, right. Well, since I've learned that I can actually also live mix shit into the show, let's see what happens here. Everyone, I know this isn't our normal show. We're just kind of fucking around and chatting right now, and I'm kind of learning as I go, but we'll see. So if I go into here, let's see this. What happens if I do this? Bear with me, everybody. Okay, what if I do? There's that. Sponsor, no. Stream label, no. Stream, no. I don't know. One of you was asking whether or not we were going to have the tip function set up. And I mean, I actually thought I had set it up, but I don't think I have properly done it. I've got things like the chat box, I've got the jar, I've got the this, I've got the that. But I don't know what it's called. That's okay. We'll play with that another day. Oh, man. What's happening, Dr. Weed Man? Good to see you, my friend. We're working on trying to, play with our equipment here as we get going in this show. Let's see here. We got to go. What is the best way to keep the heavy smell and terps in your butt? All right. So Jeremiah Sanchez, really at the end of the day, where does a high terpene and flavonoid profile start? Well, it starts in your genetics. Okay. You're going to pick something that is known to be stanky and tasty. Okay. That's going to be the first part. And then properly taking care of your plant throughout both the vegetation cycle, but especially during the flowering window, okay, is where we're going to get a lot of those wonderful terpenes and flavonoids. You want to have a comprehensive feeding system. You can use certain products like Terpinator or resin or other things like that to kind of make your bud a little funkier, right? But making sure that we have appropriate flavonoids and terpenes in our cannabis while we're growing it is really important. Because at the end of the day, if we don't take care of it during its lifetime, it's not going to have the required terpenes and flavonoids to finish properly anyway. So then, the next trick really at the end of the day, I personally like not only, I do a 48 hours of darkness. A lot of people call it bro science. Well, that's actually been disproven. 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, there's been lab tests done. There are changes biochemically happening both in terms of your terpene profiles and cannabinoid profiles. I personally find doing a 48 hours of darkness and super chilling that shit. So I drop my temps down right low. It also helps to accentuate some really nice, dark, beautiful colors in the plumage to come out. But it really rounds and tempers that smell and that taste. And then we cut the whole plant down. We don't break the plant down. We hang the whole plant to dry. The whole plant needs to dry and set up that way, okay? And then when we have it set up in such a way, the whole bloody thing, we're going to be slowing the rate at which we are drying. Also, by hanging the entire plant down that way, one of the positive things we're doing is there's actually all these wonderful cannabinoids and other active ingredients in the main stalks of the plant. When we hang it upside down, that's going to sink down into our flower stalks, okay? And what we're shooting for is a nice long drying window. I know a lot of people want to dry it as fast as possible, but I've always been against that. Yes, there are these new, new machines that are supposedly dry it and cure it super fast, and I don't know, call me a curmudgeon or a purist, but I'm going to stick with what we used to do. I don't need dry ice or liquid nitrogen and to do shit like that. I don't mind waiting. Good things come to those who wait. So 10 to 14 days is really what you're shooting for in terms of your drying window. And then you perfectly take it down at that point, pull it off the main stalks. That's when we do our dry trim right quick. If you're under the gun in terms of maybe it's a little bit drier than you want it to be, take it off all of the stalks, put them in your jars, and then work your way through your jars. If you're leaving a bunch of sugar trim on there when you're doing your trim, you got to remember that there's going to be a lot more gases than a typical trim bud coming off of that, okay? So what you're going to need to do, all right, what you're going to need to do for that one, okay, is you're going to have to burp it longer, okay? And then also try to get that trimmed up as fast as humanly possible, because that will affect the taste and flavor a little bit. And then once we get that all trimmed up, it's just staying on top of your burping. I like to cure in glass. Glass is non-reactive. I know for certain larger setup grows, glass isn't necessarily doable, and that's fine. You can use other things, like hell, you can even use giant Rubbermaids or 5-gallon pots or 20-gallon pots that can seal. And then what I would do is set up an auto burping system, which is going to allow the removal of those gases as they gas off of the cannabis, okay? Burping is quintessential to really getting that flavor and that taste and that smell right. All right. One second here, everybody. Well, Stuart Perkins, that's just ludicrous. Certain genetics certainly have a predisposition to having smell, and other ones don't. The classic G13, for one, has next to no smell. I've met a lot of naturally occurring Afghani strains, indicas out of the Afghanistan area, which have next to no smell. It's the strangest thing. And then you meet other phenotypes of the same fucking strain, and all of a sudden it stinks, right? Like, it's, woo, you know? So at the end of the day, genetics is, by and large, the very first and most important step to begin with, right? So let's go over some strains that are known to stink. Well, Hindu Kush, for one, is known to stink. Hash plant, known to stink. Blueberry, known to stink. It's basically impossible to find, but the original skunk, that shit stunk. Cheese, right? The old school cheese. That shit is one of the stinkiest dopes you'll ever grow. My God, I hope you have a carbon filter if you're growing it. Now, you are correct, Stewie, saying that your root ball and proper health and proper feeding and nutrition is very important. It totally is. But it's not just that one thing. I mean, these are all variables that we got to be paying attention to on our grows to make it work. You know what I'm saying? All right, here. Bear with me, man. Fuck, I need some beer, man. What's happening, Electro Illuminati? Good evening to you as well. Yes, it has been a while. And, we still don't perfectly have the entire setup dialed in, but I'm working on it. I mean, you could call me the word connoisseur. I find typically the word connoisseur has vastly too much pretension associated with it. I guess I am kind of a pretentious prick when it comes to weed, though. Yeah, that's true. If weed sucks, it sucks. It's funny, because it's actually kind of true. I'm really quite picky when it comes to weed. Here I'm all like, I'm not a pretentious asshole, and I'm thinking about it. Actually, I kind of am when it comes to weed. Oh, fuck. So, okay. I rescind that statement. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. Connoisseur, let's go with that. Right, Electro Illuminati, it's totally a big part of it too, because having that longer drying window, slowing the rate at which the cells are dying, and the way the chlorophyll and everything's changing. I mean, it's just the way to go. It's a way to make it sexy. You know what I mean? Yes, so Bradley 909, what
I would say that you're really kind of running into is sort of the beauty of the curing process. So often, sometimes, especially with kind of like what I'll call a cannabis plant or a phenotype or a genetic that has medium stinkiness in general, you might find that a lot of that smell initially goes away to a point. It does come back, and it will intensify, and it will also change as it cures. There are a lot of wonderful changes happening during this curing process. Yes, we are dropping off the extra carbon atom on that, but there's other things going on as well. It's not just the THCA converting to THC. I mean, the terpenes, the flavonoids, they're accentuating, they're tempering, and they're coming out over time. So like that's why often too you'll find, let's say you dried it and cured it for 3 weeks and it smells and tastes one way and it hits pretty good, right? But then all of a sudden another 4 weeks goes by, another 5 weeks goes by, so you're sitting at roughly 2 months, sometimes maybe even 3 months or 4 months. And all of a sudden your cannabis takes on a completely different profile, a different ambiance, a different smell, a different taste, a different hit. My God, all of a sudden instead of, just kind of, giving you a black eye, it knocked you out. Yeah. I like that word. It's not a word, but I like it. Complexified. I like that. I'm going to remember that one. All of a sudden, the smell and the taste complexified. Yes, but Einstein, it's not if you dry too long. That's the wrong way to describe it. It's if you dry it, it's if you dry it too much. So by completely eradicating all moisture out of the plant and desiccating it, you're correct. You are definitely destroying terpene and flavonoid profiles. But it's not about the time window really on that one, okay? It's about how much moisture are we really removing from that plant material. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those humidity packs. We all know how I feel about that. I know, except Jason Humihan, since I was kind of rushed trying to set all this equipment up and then I was trying to scarf down some lunch, my blood sugar was running low before the show, so I was like sitting upstairs trying to like pound down some lasagna before I came live. I didn't actually bring my cooler. I mean, it's there, but there's no ice or beer in it. I got the beer in my fridge there, so I'll have to, run over to the fridge there. Yo, Tony Clifton, tell Joe Quadruple 7B I say hello to him. All right. So Electro-Illuminati, let's talk about why certain Dutch coffee shops would say a 6 cure minimum, or 6 month cure minimum. This is not all cannabis, okay? It is very much strain specific. Predominantly, you will find that most sativas or sativa DOMs will have a longer curing window than your classical indica does. Not only do they take longer to grow, they take longer to cure. And also a big part of why that would be a very common hot topic in my humble 2 cents at home is because in the Netherlands, it is still by and large a very sativa dominated market, or at least it was when I lived there. And that would have been a number of years ago, obviously. But when I was living over there, do you know how hard it was for me to find a proper indica or a kush? Nigh on impossible. You could get some great cheeses and some great other wonderful things like that. But try finding an actual kush or indica. It was almost fucking impossible. And a lot of people in Holland or in the Netherlands just love that sadiness. And that's cool, baby. If that's what you into. I come from a land where we're the complete opposite. Hey, Mel Starr, what's happening, baby? Good to see you. Where the hell's Gazzers? Oh, he's there too. Hey, Mel, Gazzers, your package showed up today. I messaged you earlier to ask if you wanted me to unbox it in the show, but I didn't hear back from you, so I'm not. But it's just over on the table over there. So, oh, right here. 1 second. Bear with me, everybody. I'm just making sure I haven't missed too many messages here. Yes, so KJ38, yes, carbons need to be running, your scrubbers need to be running at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you also need to be having your fans running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watching your relative humidity is extremely important, but air movement, let's say, hypothetically, you have a crazy spike in your relative humidity. Let's say all of a sudden, boom, your relative humidity spikes and goes through the roof. We're talking it went to 70, it went to 75, it went to 80, it went to 85. Fuck, it's at 90 degrees or 90% relative humidity. Jesus F. Christ. if you have air movement, it's going to elongate the window before that bites you in the ass. So yes, it is very important to keep your fans going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as well as your carbon scrubbers. I mean, unless you want your neighbors to smell your weed. I mean, then turn them off, but... Oh yeah, so Bradley 909, well one, burping starts once I put it into the jars. So you don't burp them while they're drying, obviously. They're hang drying in an open space. Once we put them in our curing jars and we're in our curing time, okay, then you're doing a daily burp. I burp for the first 2 weeks pretty intensely, like twice a day. Roughly around that third week, it's every day still, but I will tone it down now. It won't be quite as long and quite as much. And then really, in weeks 4, 5, 6, you can get away with doing a few burps a week. It's not quite the same anymore, unless we're talking some satty shit. And if you're going some satty shit, then that's going to take a little bit longer. So you're going to have to burp that kind of more intensely for the first couple of weeks there. What's thinking here, everybody? All right. Hey, thank you, Melstar. I mean, to be fair, right? I would love a beer fridge down here too. I actually have a cooler that we had in the last show, but I forgot to fill it up. And then I was forced to learn this new fangled program a couple hours before the show. So I spent a couple of hours trying to figure it out on how to make it live and make it sexy. We're learning. I mean, it's kind of working, so. Dude, I know. Johnny Summertime, additional CO2 injection into your setup is astonishingly good. It can up your yield anywhere from 15 to 30%. It will also allow your buds to get vastly more dense. The one thing I will say to people in terms of using CO2 is if you're doing a CO2 injection system that's coming from a CO2 tank, remember that CO2 is heavier than air. It will sink to the floor. So one, always have your nozzles mounted above the canopy. If they're not, it's a waste. But two, make sure you have some CO2 sensors in there. Please be careful. CO2 is extremely toxic. It can make you very sick. Especially if you've got small pets or children. Well, they're much smaller than we are and closer to the ground. So again, please be very, very careful when using CO2. So little Stewie wants me to unbox it, but I gotta see what Gazza says. Oh, okay. Okay, so both, okay, y'all say unbox it. All right. So, Bradley 909, what relative humidity are my jars at to begin with? Well, I actually don't monitor the relative humidity of my jars because I'm weird like that. And, wait a minute. I just realized something. I'm on Wi-Fi right now. I'm going to hardwire this in. Everyone, the show may glitch for 2 seconds. It works much better if I, hardwire the show. Boom. And boom. And boom. And boom. And now in theory, so this I'm going to watch because it's actually delayed a minute here while I watch. Let's see if there was a glitch when I switched over to hardwire. I don't think it did. All right. So, and typically though, the relative humidity of where you're wanting your jars to be sitting at is, a 50 is a bit low for inside the jar. Like a 55 is a happy place. Some people like 60. I'll give you a range of 50 to 62. Anything you see going higher than a 62, get nervous. Anything higher than a 62 relative humidity in terms of a curing jar, okay? And by the way, just because I don't monitor my jars doesn't mean you shouldn't. I've been doing this a very long time. I feel very comfortable just kind of freestyling and winging my grows and my curing, right? A lot of people ask me often too, like, oh, what's your feeding schedule? What do you do then? I don't have one. I freestyle my shit. I've been doing this far too long, and I just, I walk into the room, I sense what the titties want, and the wee titties be like, oh, I want this, that, and I'm like, oh, right, here you go. And that's kind of how I approach things. But that's just me. We could totally open it, Melstar. Don't worry. I will go grab that in a second. I'll finish this beer, grab another beer, and we will unbox the box from Gassers and Mel there. I think everyone at home, when they see what's in this fucking box, is going to shit their pants a little bit. Yeah, right, Stewie? See, everyone? Little Stewie can attest to that. CO2 is dangerous. It is wonderful to use. It's a great thing to incorporate into your grows, but please be careful. Don't go killing yourselves.
that defeats the whole purpose of it all. Oh, man. Yeah, what's up, Dabs the Deed, Dabs the Deed? Yeah, we've been off the air for a while now. Partly because, well, we were selling our old house, so I couldn't have things going. I tried to keep the live streams at least up and running as much as I could at the old house. And then with the move, it took me a little while to kind of start to, just to even start getting things set up. So we're mildly set up now. Basically, after the show today, I'm going to be hopping into the perpetual flowering room. I'm going to be painting on a nice hardcore top coat. So we've gone with a bright white semi-sheen in there, and then I'm going to be putting a super sheen top coat on that. When I'm done in there, and with the way we're doing this room, when you finally get to see it set up, it will be one of the brightest flowering rooms on YouTube, and that's just a truthful fact. It's not a huge room, so when you take 3 double Scotch rigs with our new strips going into there, it's going to be stupid bright. I might even have to wear sunglasses for once, which rarely happens, because, well, you know, at the end of the day, I've already damaged my eyes. Yeah, no, totally Green's 373 steel. That is also very true. Yeah, you know, Bradley 909, that whole concept of bro science, or a lot of guys throwing their stick out there, at the end of the day, some people are just stuck in what they think, and there's nothing we can do to change that. We can try, but at the end of the day, it is most certainly not bro science. If such things were bro science, then Scotch would be ready right away. Cheese would be ready right away. Curing is real. It doesn't just apply to weed, it applies to everything, like meat and artisan things. So at the end of the day, though, we're not going to be able to change everyone's opinion. So this is what I would say to that. All right, I'll see you at the Cannabis Cup, and we'll see who wins. All right? All right. All right, 1 second here. Doing well enough, my friend. I mean, it's hurting my head trying to learn all this technological stuff and the shows and stuff, but we're working on it. All right. Bradley 909. You know what? That's one of those things where Uncle Posquatch is gonna call bullshit. People like unflushed weed. Only idiots like unflushed weed. And at the end of the day, you know, like a lot of people and horticulturists who aren't cannabis growers, they're horticulturists, are approaching it saying this, and it's never been about removing the newts. It's been about removing salts, and that's the whole concept behind it. You know, when I was a young grower, I didn't flush properly. I spent a lot of years thinking my weed was flushed until I finally registered that I wasn't flushing it properly. There is a huge difference. I mean, if you're going completely, truly organically, you don't need to flush. That's a little different reality, but we're not really talking about that. I'm using bottled newts. That's what we're talking about. And anyone who says people like unflushed weed better than flushed weed has not tasted properly flushed marijuana. And at the end of the day, curing is also a quintessential component. I mean, so, you know, I don't know. I've never met a person who says that. So, you know, I'll stick with what I think. But, you know. What feed is your buddy using, Electro Illuminati? Because, you know what? I've improperly flushed my weed. It burns dark. It burns gross. You can taste the salt build up in it. I mean, it leaves a weird film in your mouth half the time. I mean, it's gross. What's happening, ZK420 Herb Talk? Good to see you, my friend. Well, I don't disagree with you in terms of fresh terps, but, you know, they have their place. But, you know, we're talking about, you know, finishing flower properly, right? What's up, Jimmy Jones? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, remind me before the end of the show, Ganjanata, I'll bring one up. I know I said I'd do that last time, but I didn't. I got lots of plants. There's plants everywhere in this room. I'll be right back! All right. Oh, well, I'll wait till I get back to set. 1 second. Getting our little box here to there we go. Unbox for everybody. Question though, the form that says New Zealand Post on it,
the consignment note. Who filled this out? Because my last name's not Marshall, it's Marsh. It's Fletcher Marsh, not Marshall. I got a big hoot out of that. I found it quite funny, Mel and Gazzers, because when I was over in China as part of the first Spirit of Bethune conference, when I sent over my name and my headshot, they made a bunch of posters. I was doing this big televised event over there, raising money for this movie that never got made. So they saw my name Marsh, and they're like, well, there's no way Marsh could be a name. It can't be a name. So they're like, oh, well, it must be Marshall. He must have just wrote it wrong. I was like, no, I wrote my name right, thanks. It's Marsh, not Marshall. But that's okay. I found it funny. It brought me back to China. 1 second here, everybody. Kelly Wilkins, what should the ppm runoff be in soil around week 4? Well, I don't check ppm during feeding ever. I don't even feed via ppm unless I'm feeding hundreds and hundreds of plants via reservoir. So I don't check that runoff. That's not an important number in my humble 2 cents. What I will say is, though, when you're done, if you're flushing, if you're using bottle newts, and we are flushing, you're going to be checking your runoff ppm, and you should be able to get fucking bloody close to the ppm of whatever the starting source water was that you were using to flush with. Brizo Bries. Okay, so that's a great question. That's one we've never really actually ever had on the channel, and we've been almost on the internet now for half a decade. So everyone, this is a great question. Let's talk about this one. Brioso Bries says, what is the distinction between single A, double A, triple A, triple A plus? Well, in Canada, we would call that a quad, or quadruple A, but we just call it a quad now. There's going to be different points of conjecture on that, and different areas are going to have different rankings. Here in British Columbia, we are some of the world's leading growers. We are quite pretentious at times, and we're quite anal retentive. Everything has to be perfect for it to be a quad, right? So certain things that you're going to analyze to determine the grade of cannabis is you're going to take a look at the trim job, for one. You're going to take a look at the smell, the taste. How light is the ash when you burn it? You're going to look at the size of the bud, the density of the bud, right? So all of these different variables are going to kind of come together in terms of our grading on something. So here, for solid midweight trips, you should have a good trim job. You should have a good nose. You should have decent density, decent enough size buds, with a decent enough hip. For true quads, a lot of people in BC say they got quads. A lot of people in Canada say they got quads. Very few people claiming to have quads ever have quads. I grow quads. I can grow quads. A few of my buddies legitimately, consistently grow quads as well. But like, you basically got to hit everything out of the park in terms of all those different variables for it to be a quad or even a high trip. And sadly, like, a lot of people will sort of hit like a mid to high trips on their product. And typically, though, what holds them back is they haven't done a perfect trim job. They haven't properly cured or taken the time. A lot of people rush their cannabis, quote unquote, into market, into readiness, which is then what's robbing them of hitting that true quad level. But yeah, so simply put, I mean, oh, thanks, honey. I just saw your message on the chat here. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be a little different everywhere, right? So for example, something that may register as a TRIPS in certain parts of North America, let's say hypothetically, could come to BC and we would look at it and wouldn't even smoke it. I'll be honest, BC growers, true BC growers and weed people, like, fuck. We're spoiled. We grew up with the best weed around as kids, and so now it's like we're pretty judgy on weed. I mean, there's a lot of Canadians who aren't. They're all like, "It's weed, man. Get me high. I don't give a fuck." But a lot of the people in the growers community, the medical growers community, right? Like, and a little friendly competition. It's a good time, right? But these are the types of things that at least Uncle Pot Squatch and everyone in the BC industry is going to be looking at in terms of establishing a grade on the cannabis. Yeah. One second here. Red Claws, I don't know how I'll do that one, given that we've got a hardwired set. Maybe, last time I brought the wife down to say hi to everybody for a while, and then I went and took a piss.
1 second here, everybody. I'm reading. I'm just quickly reading. Bear with me. Oh yeah, so Bradley 909, we're in the new house. This is the new set. 1,001 little things to fix in the house, but we're getting her done slowly but surely, and getting it going on. Hey baby, are you watching me on our new TV upstairs? We just had our new TV show up today. That was pretty cool. I was excited. It's a lot bigger. I have had that bad store week that will throw sparks. Oh, you mean weed? Yeah, Sarah Coppin, there's some weird shit. I've seen some weird shit come out of certain stores and dispensaries over the years. It's pretty astonishing. I've seen the Snap Crackle Pop weed myself. Oh, man. Hey, have a wonderful day, Chris McGarry. Thanks for popping by. 1 second here, everybody. I'm playing catch up now. Do. What's up, Fred Furious Frequency? How you doing, baby? Welcome to the show. Tomorrow I'm making waffles. There you go, Corey Stoner. I hope that was close enough for you. The funny thing is that voice in my head isn't an Eddie Murphy voice. It's just a lot of people, people hear what they want with my voices, and that's totally cool. That's pretty good, Sarah. Good job, yo. 1 second here now. Yeah, no, Electro Illuminati. We're hardcore book grading our weed. If someone shows up in BC and says, yeah, I got a quad, and if you don't actually have a quad, which almost nobody does, you will be ridiculed. You will be laughed out, and they won't even look at your product. Aaron, I'm in a show. Aaron, Big A, I am live. Hello. Since we're doing this all through the camera now, or through the computer and all that, I can actually text back to people without fucking up the show. Bries. I would say that a lot of rappers hope they have trips plus or quads, but I would doubt that a lot of rappers do. Just because someone's a rapper doesn't mean they fucking know weed or have access to weed. That's a common misconception. They just love weed. Some rappers are great growers. But most of them aren't. But anyway, let's get back to it, baby. All right. What's happening, Panda Cat PK? All right. Okay. And I've caught up now. Okay, perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time to unbox the boxing of the unboxedness. So, let's give you a story about what this is. So, one, as many of you know, we are slowly but surely trying to find a way to, one, afford to be able to, and to go fully legal in Canada and start our genetics brand for the people around the world. So, what does one truly require if they're going to go into the game of genetics? Well, one, they have to be a breeder. Hi, been fucking around with that since I was a kid, so we're good to go. They usually, having a friend or two who's a good breeder too to work with you, because often 2 or 3 heads is better than one. Well, my partner in crime, quote unquote, even though we're going legal, so that's a bad way to say it, or my co-breeder is going to be Gazzers, the one and only true Gazzers of New Zealand. Him and the wife are going to be immigrating here to Canada to work with Uncle Podsquatch. So I've been quietly acquiring genetics for my entire career. So has Gazzers. So, and you know what? Let's take a moment. A big shout out to all of those of you at home who've made contributions to our genetic stores as well. A lot of people have sent in, sometimes it's just one thing. Some people have even given their entire collections to us to add to our genetic treasure trove. Currently, right now, I think our genetic vault possesses a little under 200 different things right now. We are aggressively acquiring old genetics, specifically most of the time. Sometimes newer stuff too, because it's just, we'll get it and we'll work with it and see what it is. But older heirloom genetics is kind of what we shoot for all the time. So, this box contains Gazzer's contribution to the vault. And we're gonna... Where the fuck do I cut the tape on this? Bear with me, everybody. I'm having a moment. Alright. So, I think you all shit your pants a little bit when you see what's hiding in this box. If I can get it open. Man, you guys taped this good. Alright. pull this side out. All right. Now, bear with me. We're almost there. We're getting there. Cocksucker. There we go. Oh, I think we got it. Funny little box. Bear with me, everybody. Opening it up. Opening up the box to see what is inside of it, so you can all see the new contributions to the world. Son of a bitch. We're almost there. We're almost in. All right. There we go. We did it. Ooh. Lego. I'm just teasing. Gazzers Mel, these are just soap, right? I don't need to look at the soap things. Just look at the Lego box. I'm assuming so. It looks very nice, by the way. Nice naked hemp soap. I dig it. All right. So, let's take a look inside of the toy box here. That was Gazzer's way of getting them into Canada to Uncle Potsquatch. And there we go. Full screen for the box opening? I don't know how to do that. Let's see. No. What if I do this? And then maybe this. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Ooh, someone became a member. Welcome to membership. So at least one of the things I integrated into this kind of worked. All right. Is this working? Is this working? Let's see here now. Did that work? Did my adjustments work? I think I'm a little bit behind here. Can you see? Like, is this working now? Like, did the image get bigger for everybody, or is it still just small? I think I did it right. I don't know. Oh, it did work. It went big? No, it didn't. Maybe it did. I don't know. Well, that's as big as I can get it, I think, everybody. I did my best. All right, so we got some Legos. Kind of curious. Lego. Smells kind of funny. All right. We got our little Lego kit here. We can build, can we build that one? Ooh, it's like a little quad or something. That's cool. All right. So let's take a look here. So we've got a wrap package here. This doesn't look like Legos. All right, let's take a look. Excuse me. There we go. All right, now more tape. Man, you like your tape, man. All right. Man, you taped this good. All right, let's see here now. What are people saying? Robert McPeak says, "Hey brother, I have a question on my box. It stays saturated at the bottom." Can't we take it? How do you mean, Robert McPeak? Could you give me a little bit? What do you mean your box? Do you mean the blah, blah, blah. Do you mean the like your grow pod or? All right. Now let's get back into the. Fuck, more tape? Jesus, Gazzers. Man, you taped this shit. Ooh, shit. All right. I hope to God you've labeled this stuff, buddy. And then there's tape on that even too. Jesus. Trying to like cut this tape without hurting the back. Oh fuck. Okay, wait. Okay, that's tape. Good. Okay, now
There we go. We're not going to damage the bag, hopefully. All right. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, K-Town Kush. I don't think he sent me enough K-Town Kush, guys. Guys, girls, these and theys, I think we all need to get mad at Gazzers. That ain't enough K-Town Kush, Gazzers. 1, 2, I'm just joking. Shit, bro, that's a lot of C's, man. This, everyone, is the invention of Gazzers, his K-Town Kush. Look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Fuck. That's got to be at least 2,000 plus seats, bro. Holy shit, Gazzers. The old K-Town, baby. Woo! Attack of that. And then we got the, okay, I can't quite read that. Rowala Outdoor, this with the Canadian White Russian. Bunch of seeds in there, that one. Hell yeah. Oh, here's the cheese and the K-Town cross. So this would be Gazzer's invention of K-Town cross with cheese, everybody. All right. Hell yeah. And then this is, this is the one I do believe is called Gazzer's Madness. It is actually a cross of the AK-47 with K-Town Kush. But man, does it look sexy. I mean, damn. And holy crap, Gazzers. Like, there's a lot of seeds in this. Like, wow, bro. Wait a minute. Are there vials in here too? Why is there a vial in there? What's that? What's in the vial? Is that just more Gazzer's Madness in that, or? Ooh, man, these seeds look great, Gazzers. Big, dark, and hard. Holy shit, bro. This is thousands of seeds, Gazzers. Oh, you were not messing around, bro. You were not messing around on that. Holy shit. And then that. There's other stuff in here, too. Gazzers, is the stuff inside the stuff that's like vials and other bags? What's that? So the vial that's in the AK-47 K-Town, that's the murder strain? Oh, heebie-jeebies. That's a... we're not even going to get into the origin story of that strain. Oh, man. All right. And how do I say it? Is it Wazi... Something, something outdoor White Russian? How do I say that phonetically, Gazzers? Ha! Soon enough, Electro Illuminati. Soon enough. But I am very excited also, too, to get the chance to play around with genetics from Gazzers. You know, I've seen tons of pictures of all the beautiful things he's created. And I'm just beyond excited to try them. Oh, and I'm dropping a seed now. What's in the bag? I'm confused. Gazzers, is there other things? Pollen in the vial? No. No. There are seeds in the vial. I think I had a runaway seed there. Where'd it go? I found it. I don't even know what you are. You might be cheese and K-Town, I don't know. Gazzers, that's awesome, bro. That is awesome. Alright, so let's get back to reading some stuff here. Do 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 do. No, I loved how it got here, guys. And I loved the taping. It took patience, but I figured it out. But, like, okay, everyone, like, look at the K-Town right here. Like, look at that. Look at that. I think there's at least a bean or two in there, eh, guys? One or two, maybe. Holy shit.
Holy shit, buddy. Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, thank you very much, Gazzers. We will be able to take over the world. We will add all of these wonderful, beautiful treasure troves into our already wonderful vault, and we will take over the world together, my friend. We will bring weed titty seeds to the people. Reliable, stable, affordable, and legal too. Hashtag boom. All right, let's scroll down here. What's up, Fully Auto? I'm doing well. We just unboxed a bunch of beans here from Mr. Gazzers. Okay, I'll call Gazzers later. That's funny, because I guess, you know what, technically we could even call Gazzers right now. And I could put them on like speaker or something like that. It might be a little quiet, but we could even try with the microphone here. Eventually we'll get something really fancy set up and we can do that, but... Right? Well, Mel Star, man, I mean, you know, we got your back. Just fly into Abbotsford so I can pick you up there. It's less of a drive. Ah. Oh, okay, so Robert McPete says, I'm growing outdoors. The soil at the bottom just won't dry out. I suspected it's because of the cover crop. Potentially. So, do you have it in like a box planter then? Is that how you're doing it? Well, you know, it's got a little bit of everything in there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's happening, John Lyons? Thank you very much. You know, we're coming together. We're learning our shit slowly but surely, trying to figure out how to do it. But yeah, so basically, you know, at the end of the day, we are slowly but surely collecting things and putting them together. Another person who did a big contribution to me and Gazzers' little vault and collection that we're putting together was, in fact, our friend Sean of Sasquatch Cannabis Smoke Co., a local small company here in Canada as well. They had to sell their farm and shut down, so they basically they gifted their seed collection into ours. A lot of really cool things in there. Some really cool rare stuff, you know, some sweet sativas and lemon ties. But I actually found two really, really rare things in their seed collection. Who wants to know what they are? Original skunk. That's right. This one's only about maybe 20-ish years old, so we'll see how legitimate it is, but it quite possibly could be fairly damn close. And we also got that original hash plant, so we will see. Now, but what is it though? Yeah, so let's get back to your question there for a second, Robert. Where's Robert? There's Robert. So is it a grow box? Like, is it a box planter, or what is it exactly that you've got it planted in? Well, I feel you, Roman Reckless. I mean, it's been pretty dry here. Now, mind you, I don't grow cannabis outdoors. I'm an indoor grower. Right now, we've only got our vegetable garden outside, but yeah. Yeah, no, because I don't even know how many seeds are in there, and I don't think Gazzers does either. Oh, man. Oh, good times. Oh, man. Okay, one second here, everybody. I'm just playing catch up on people's messages here. Pink K-Town Kush. Ooh, yeah. Actually, Electro Illuminati, that'd be good, because I do have a number of female pinks right now. If we could get a male, like a sexy breeding buck male K-Town. Well, probably what I would do is I would take the male K-Town, I'd throw it in a tent with the pink Kush. I'd probably throw it in with our Hindu Kush. And I know what the other one is. Is the other one that orange Hindu Gazzers from India? I bet you that's what it is. I bet you it is. I bet you it would be. But yeah, that's my guess. Okay, so Robert McPete says the boxes are 3x6 and 2 foot deep. Now, do you have drainage on the bottom of them as well? Even on a box, I would still set up sort of some drainage on those. If you don't have drainage set up on your box planter thingies, that could be, in fact, an issue. Yeah, like, and Roman Reckless has a good point too. Unless you're seeing some really negative signs from overwatering, I would say
you're more than likely okay. I want to smell this soap stuff. Lotion bars, beeswax, coconut shea butter, cocoa butter, hemp, and safflower oil. That one smells fancy. Yummy. What's this one? I'm just looking at the soap now. They sent us goat's colostrum, Castile hemp. Ooh, it's subtle, but it's nice. Almost smells like a cinnamon bun. Very nice. Sarah Coughlin says, just got up a 27-foot by 10-foot greenhouse. Hell yeah, baby Anna's coming up now. Hell yeah, sister. Well, I haven't seen it, but that sounds like it looks awesome. Oh, I'm very excited for you, my friend. Ooh, a CBD cheese. Very nice as well. I quite like CBD myself. Yeah, right? Right, Electro? Exactly. Where did Melon Gazzers go? Oh, it's funny, because I'm really far behind on the stream. There we go. I've caught back up now. There we go. Well, Gazzers, I'll call you after the show, and we can clarify exactly what everything is. But hell yeah, buddy. I'm really excited. And, one of the main things is in a lot of genetics here in Canada, BC is often, it's really easy for us to get clones of old strains, right? Like, seed isn't necessarily as easily accessible anymore. But we can still get clones of all these old school genetics, right? So I'm really excited about getting a male out of these K-Towns. And let's make Gazzer's creation have sex with a bunch of Canadian ladies, you know what I'm saying? We got the Hindu, we got the pink, we got BC Big Bud, we got all these other things even right now going. We got a blue cheese Afghani cross. I think there's some Afghani in Gazzer's K-Town, so it'd be interesting to take that blue cheese Afghani cross and then make it have sex with Gazzer's K-Town Kush. And let's see what happened. Yes, so Green's a 373 steel. There's going to be two versions of cheese out there. You're going to find one that's more of a Sat Dom and one more 60-40 indica split or so. Excuse me. I've got both of them in my little collection there, and they're both quite tasty. And they stink. Yeah, cheese is a great strain. It was one of my main favorites when I was living over in Holland there. It was something that was very good to me, and I loved its smell. I loved its taste. It was a good time. I want to try to keep playing with the stuff. Hey, I'm really proud that I was able to fix the oh, look! So the little tip jar thingy has like a little Squatch logo in it. I think it's because someone signed up for a membership during the show, because I saw it pop up in the little boxy thing there. Whoever you were, that's cool. I'm learning new things as we play. Isn't cheese a skunk? Cheese came out of the skunk family, yes. Tony Clifton. Cheese doth hail from the skunk family. Electro Illuminati, cheese, weed is one of those things. Either you think it is divine in terms of its smell or vile. I know people who feel both ways. I personally really like it. Yes, it's funky, it's stinky, and it's kind of wonky, but in a good way. I've always been a big fan of it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out stuff here too. I wonder what happens when someone clicks that. Oh, no, that's not how you do it. Sorry, everybody. I'm just playing around with this, too, and trying to augment things on the stream, as it were. I don't know. See, there we go. Ganjanana's like, yo, or it turns her stomach, right? And Gazzard's like, I love UK cheese. I've got UK cheese, I've got triple cheese, and then I've got a 60-40 hybrid cheese. And in general, they're pretty nice. For me, anyway. Oh yeah, and well, Electro-Illuminati though, like for me and the cheese, it's not even like it's potency. I mean, it's decently strong. I've never found it overly strong per se, but the fact that it smells and tastes the way it does really does it for me. I'm a big fan of the smell and the taste on that one. It is a huge phone, and then it's got an OtterBox on it, which makes it even bigger. I'm trying to figure out what this. Sorry, everybody. I'm just playing with different things here. So we got the jar, stream boss. I don't know what that means. Subscription goal, no. Viewer count, yeah, we did that. Member goal, no. Media share, don't know what that does. No. No. I'm just playing around with things, by the way, everybody. What's this? If I click this. Bear with me, everybody. I'm playing with settings as we're live in the show. Oh, cool. I could do an image slideshow. Okay. Window capture, video capture, color source, media source. Okay. I think I understand a little bit more about what this is. Oh, that's like credits. Okay, I understand. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm just playing right now with the different things we can do this. Okay. I'm just seeing what all, because I didn't really get a chance to actually do all of this before the show. Okay, so supposedly the jar does do tip things. I just don't know if I've set it up properly or not. We're learning as we go. All right. So Ganjanana, your mama says, my friend wants to know what gets rid of salt buildup around the fabric pots. So do you mean like on the exterior of the pot? I mean, obviously just flushing, washing will do that. But what kind of salt, where's the salt building up on the fabric pot that you're talking about, my friend? Well, that's awesome, Sarah Copen. And if you've got a wonderful, living organic soil culture going on your thing, man, that's awesome. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Bear with me here, everybody. Nope. There we go. How am I doing this? Ooh, look, it's over my face now. I'm just playing around with shit. Look, everybody, I'm in a bar glass. Did that work? I just want to see it. Sorry, everybody. I'm just having fun and I'm starting to kind of figure out how some of this shit works and shit. Hey, there we go. Can you tell I'm like 90 in my head and just having fun? All right. Sorry, everybody. I'm just playing with stupid shit. I apologize. Oh, man. Ganjanana, your mama. Oh, you machine wash, but it's still all white and powdery. Ah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I would probably just give it a nice long soak. And at the end of the day, if it is a true salt buildup, one of the big things that you could really do with it is if you have anything like a drip clean or something like that, like a flushing agent, that's literally meant for breaking down salts. Drip clean technically is actually designed for hydroponic systems. I actually use it for my soil flushes sometimes. But that would be a great additive to add into some water and then just do a nice long soak on that. And that, in theory, should help break it down.
That's right. I'm a tall drink of water, Greens in 373. Yes. And for those of you who are newer here, Nicole is sharing the Facebook group. It's called the Pod Squatch Growers Community. Everyone is welcome there. It's a safe place for all people. Just please answer the questions. It is a liability. If you don't answer them, we will have to deny your application and then message you saying, please answer the questions. So just answer them. It's not that hard. And it'll make our lives 1,000 times easier for you too. Nicole is also sharing the Discord link there. That is, in fact, the Discord group. For those of you who are not a fan of Facebook and you want to actually, still be participating in the community, have a hangout time, hang out with people, chat with people in the community, you can go to the Discord instead. And that's a good one there. Hell yeah. No, and by the way, everybody, just because Uncle Pod Squatch likes to do bottle feeding most of the time, aka bottle newts and stuff like that, I mean, I definitely love a lot of the people who do a lot of the no-till kind of style stuff, especially outdoors. I mean, it goes really well. It can get a little stinky inside, right? So that's often why I kind of steer away from that. Okay, sounds good, Gathers. Gathers, when can I give you a shout later, man? When can I give you a shout later? Dun, dun, dun. Hello, back to Michigan. I wonder if Mrs. Podsquatch is still watching upstairs. Hey, Mrs. Podsquatch, you still watching? If you're watching, you want to come say hi to everybody? Then I can have a quick smoke. Wait, what? Blowed people be like what? I don't even get what a blowed person is. What do you mean, yo? All right, I'll give you a shout when I can, guys. 1 second here. I'm gonna text the wife, see if she wants to come say hi for 5 minutes so I can have a dirt. Hey, wanna come say hi so I can have a quick dirt? Just 5 minutes. Winky face. She may be busy. And if she can't, that's alright. Alright. Well, hey, I would say overall, my friends, it's been pretty successful so far. I mean, at least, look, I kind of set it up. I mean, it's working. We ended up figuring out how to make this microphone work, which is kind of cool. Right? Hell yeah. I'm sorry that it's a bit of a boring show, maybe, but I think we had fun so far. You know what I'm saying? We got it working at least. And I mean, we definitely got a theater or two to come play around with, you know what I'm saying? We got a few theads here that we got to play with, you know what I'm saying? Spicy. I don't even know if my jars that I keep seeds in are quite big enough. I might have to go get another slightly bigger jar for this big bag of K-Towns here. Hard to say, but we'll find out when I put it in the jar. And also, to everybody, thank you for your patience with me trying to, one, slowly get things going, and also trying to get the sort of the new set up and trying to learn what the hell I'm doing, etc., etc. I really do appreciate everyone's patience on that one. Like I said, we will hopefully have the perpetual flowering room done almost immediately. So that's great. Basically we're just waiting for our new lights to show up, which will be a big part of that one. But also too, today we're going to be doing the painting the top coat on the room walls there, and it'll be sexy and looking good. It'll essentially be one of the brightest flowering rooms on YouTube, given the way we're setting it up. And hey, what's up, Rec TV? How you doing, my friend? Mel Star, rest well, my sister. And thank you again for the care package, guys. We will overgrow the world with those beautiful little beaners. All right. But, long story short, I mean, we're going to be back up and running fairly soon. Oh wait, Ganjanani, your mama really wanted to see a plant, so let's go grab one of the plants here. We can show it to Ganjanani, your mama. Which one wants to come say hello? Do you want to come say hello? Do you want to come say hello? All right, you can come say hello. All right. There's a little plant here. There we go. This one's one of our little Hindu Kush clones that we've had going for a while now. You know. Hi. Yeah, no, not a bad little clone. She's coming together, right? You know, getting herself ready. We're going to be moving a bunch of these into flower fairly soon. And then we're also going to be, you know, putting a bunch of them into a mother tent. Well, not a bunch. We're going to put 2 mothers because the Hindu Kush is one of my personal favorites here. And I've got a lot of breeding projects I want to do with the Hindu Kush there. And if there is that orange... oh, I get it now. T9, get up. Wait, no, this way. Ah! There we go. All right, Rec TV, sounds good, my friend. But what was I saying before that? Nah, bloody hell, what was I gonna say? Fuck. What was I saying? Oh, right, the breeding and shit. Whoop. I didn't mean to move that. Nope. Move this. Yeah, there we go. We'll put that there. All right. So, anyway, I want to really do a lot of breeding with this Hindu Kush because, I mean, it is definitely one of the stinkiest cannabises I've seen in a while. And it's pretty astonishing what it does. And, you know, man, I just want to see what it does if we mix it with a few things, like with that pink Kush, or if we can find a nice male. Because I'm pretty sure Gazers sent some of these orange Hindu Kush beans as well from India. So if we could get a good male out of there, that'd be a fun one to cross with the Hindu. Definitely cross that Hindu back with that K-Town, see what happens. And see what's happening. Hey, thank you very much, Aussie Big Bites. I mean, it's coming together slowly but surely. I still haven't fully, you know, figured out how to use all this shit, but I'm working on it. Okay, now that mug being there is just annoying me. There, we'll put it up there. There, that's better. There we go. Oh, man, good times. But it's coming together, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a good time. And everybody, I mean, I'm just finally starting to kind of understand what I'm doing in terms of the show and microphones and doing everything else and getting all the camera crap. And, you know, I don't know if any of you have seen the video I released a couple days ago. The audio wasn't perfect on it. I could have tweaked that in post or had slightly higher setting on my gain on my microphone when I was recording it. But I was quite happy with how it turned out. I'm actually going to be starting at a completely other channel on top of this one. You know, given that this is a grow channel, I mean, I'm very limited about what I can talk about. You may be shocked to find out that I have opinions on a lot of things. And other than being a grower, I am a professional actor, writer, and comedian. That is what I am by trade. So I'm going to be starting another channel. I haven't fully decided what the name's going to be. It might be like Podsquatch, Politics and Bullshit. Or Uncle Podsquatch, Politics and Other Shit. Or it might just be Politics and Other Shit with Uncle Podsquatch. I don't know, something like that. And it's not going to be necessarily the easiest thing for some people to watch. It's going to be my take on a lot of stuff. We're going to be talking about hard issues through a satirical, comedic lens. Typically very similar to kind of that response video to the BC provincial government that we just released a couple of days ago, you know, and exploring that a bit there. So I'm hoping to have that up and running in the next week or two as well. Don't worry, Podsquatch growers and the Grow channel obviously will come first on all of this stuff. Luckily for me, I mean, you know, ranting and raving or commenting on things is pretty easy for me. So, you know, we'll try to maybe just make a weekly video. You know, kind of, you know, part of me is definitely inspired by the, you know, Peter Griffin, what really grinds my gears, you know, from the news on the cartoon, right? But we'll do something like that and keep it a good time, you know. What's up, John Van Hala? How you doing, buddy? But it's going to be fun. And it's going to be a really good time. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff on that channel. So, I mean, obviously we are a Grow channel here, so, you know, we can't really do any of those kinds of things. So,
I'm going to start a second channel where if you want to see a little bit more into the mind of Uncle Ponsquatch and sort of how I think and see certain things in politics and around the world, feel free to come check that out. It should at least be good for a laugh. It will potentially be offensive to some of you. Good. That's the point of it. It's meant to make you think. It's meant to have those hard conversations, things that make us uncomfortable and shit, but it'll be a good time. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fun. May not be for all of you, but if you don't like it, you just stay here and learn about weed. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it, Oh, man. But hey, baby, I'd say so far, this has been our first Streamlabs, or attempt using Streamlabs. I mean, so that is great. That's a start there anyway. We have started so far doing this, and it seems okay. Weird. Sorry, I'm just playing with my phone and then looking at the settings of the computer and stuff. There's a lot more shit for me to learn in terms of how to make all this work. But we'll get there, ladies and gentlemen. We will get there. Bradley909, anything I can want you in? There's a few things maybe out and about still in theory. Sadly, well, fuck, I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to figure out who I was. I played like 1,001 different people in it. If you ever watch Hitler's Last Stand Season 2, it's a docudrama. I'm a lot of different people. I play Nazis, I play Americans, I am all over the place in that one. One episode, I played one of the main guys and had a mustache, but that was just a little docudrama thing. So sadly, a lot of the stuff I've done has been independent stuff or underground stuff. And, Hollywood, I'm still waiting for them to pull their head out of their ass and actually book me in something. I've been trying to get that one for 10 years. That's why I'm focusing on doing just what we do now. At least we got that going for us. Let me think. Is there anything out there that you could fucking watch? If you go to the YouTube channel, Josh D. Fletcher, you can see a independent film I made with Uncle Michael years ago. It'll freak you out when you realize it's me playing the main guy, because I don't look quite like I look now. So that one was called After Hours. If you go to, I think it's called Josh D. Fletcher on YouTube. It probably has like 20 or 30 subs. Go check that out. Or you could do, and I've got a few little sketch things on there that I just did for fun. But so not really a lot out there that you can check out. There used to be more things on the internet, but a lot of it's been taken down by the people that produced it, and that's okay. But one of these days I'm going to start making my own short films for everybody too. And we'll just start releasing our own content. I don't need Hollywood to accept me. I'll do it myself. Fuck you guys. Oh, well, not to toot our own thing, but Migro has in no way can compare to our lights. Our lights go toe-to-toe with the big boys. And at the end of the day, we are one of the most affordable professional grade lighting systems in the world. We use nothing but the best parts, where a lot of companies will misrepresent what they're building their lights out of. And at the end of the day, we're, to my knowledge, the only ones who are consciously designing things to not only be fixable, but also upgradable over time as we come up with new shit. And at the end of the day, we are, two little companies standing together for the growers. We're trying to empower you and really, give you some quality stuff that you can rely on. And then, years down the road, if it ever fucks itself, you can fix it. You can upgrade it. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to spend that kind of money on a grow light, you deserve the right to be able to fix it and do it simply. I am going to go for a quick smoke break here. Mrs. Ponsquatch, I believe, saw my text and came down. And she is going to come say hi quickly. And so, yeah, I just need like 5 minutes. You can come, you say hi if that's good. Talk into the magical microphone. I finally made it work. It wasn't working out of the microphone at first, so it took me a bit, but then I figured...
What happened?
Oh, it just wasn't set up properly. Again, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so... Right?
So we're just going with the flow. All right, we'll do a quick... I'm not as loud as Mr. Pottswatch.
I'm pretty sure I've got it up pretty high. You should be fine.
Oh, it does... Ooh, yeah, no. If I
No, yeah, you can probably even sit back and be fine.
Okay.
Just watch your levels on there, and as long as it looks okay, you should be okay.
Like, I'm still hitting some red zones here.
Yeah, I've got it cranked pretty good.
Ooh. Do you like it? Do you like whisper? I'm gonna do some No, we're not gonna do that at all.
Levels on there, and as long
Yeah. Woo! I don't even know what happened.
I turned the volume up on the phone, but the phone's connected to the Bluetooth.
Well, there you go. Sorry everybody, we're just, you know. What was the nut? Okay, out of the loop a little bit here. Okay, so Bradley 909, something about Nazis. I hope that got resolved. Sing for you. I'm singing for you. Sorry, it was a little Boys to Men there. Just dragging it out. What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well today, by the way. Just push all the buttons. Sorry. When Irish eyes are smiling. And I only know you're Irish because you use the word crack. And it's funny. And you spell it weird because you're all Gaelic and shit. So, it's fun. Sorry, I shouldn't have said Nazi. Can I do Dolly Parton? Working 9 to 5. What a day to make a living better. Better mind. Something that no giving. You just give your mind and you never get the credit. It's enough to make you crazy and you let it work. Sorry, that was bad. I haven't warmed up, by the way, just in case. I should have been singing all day, but I was painting all day, and it was a lot of fun, by the way. Our house is gonna look so dope by the time I'm done with it. The front entrance alone is gonna be badass. Okay, let me talk about some of my home remnant stuff. I know it's not weed related. See, I can't even get it out. And it's not because of this. This is only my second one. And the first one wasn't even half this big, so. Okay, Bradley, I'm glad we got it sorted because I saw a Nazi and I was like, who's a Nazi? What are we talking about Nazis for? Weed Nazis? No weed for you! I know that wasn't like really German. That was like kind of Russian. That's okay. We're German. I want a German with you. We're German, we're German, we're German, we're German. And I hope you like German too. Oh, paint fumes. Yeah. So never, ever, ever will I ever work with paint where you have to get anything that you use have to clean with mineral spirits or anything like that. Here's what I recommend. Go to the dollar store, buy like cheap paint supplies, the tray, the roller, the brush, whatever you're going to use, and then throw it in the fucking garbage because cleaning it is more wasteful than doing that. The amount of paper towel and soap and what else? I use vegetable oil. I hate it so very much because I don't. Anyways, I use stuff on my ceiling today. It's called Kills. Similar product is Bin. So we have a lot. The owner used to smoke in the house, so washing the walls alone is not good enough, but if you paint over it, particularly the ceiling where it all goes up there, and if it's popcorn ceiling, you're not washing it. You're just gonna make a really big mess. So you use that product and paint over it. It really sucks to clean. Oh, I painted my editing suite black and purple over the weekend, and I'm very thrilled about it. I just kind of need to touch up a few spots where I accidentally got it on the trim. And, oh man. Oh, so the front room, here's what's gonna happen. So I've done all the drywall mudding and the white paint. And I'm painting black and white stripe, so I'm gonna paint black stripes. I don't have to paint white stripes because the background's already white. And then I'm going to stencil in some flowers periodically throughout it. And in the center of each flower, I'm going to buy a half round doll eye, and I'm going to glue it in the center of the flower. So it's going to be all creepy. And then I'm also buying hands, metal hands for coat hooks and keys that are coming out of the wall. So it'll be a super spooky room. It's going to be a good time. You'll get to see it when it's all super finished. Right now it's just kind of slappy looking. Guys, guess what? You don't have to listen to me babble anymore because Mr. Potsquatch came back.
Told you, I just needed a quick smoke.
I know. I had my doubts, but I came down anyway. And anyways, it was really good saying hi to everybody. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Monday. I almost said Sunday because I didn't work today. I'm working tomorrow though. Woo! 3:30 wake up time. All right. Anyways, without further ado, Mr. Potsquatch, everybody. Love y'all.
Look at that bag of K-Town Krispies.
Yeah, right. I was like staring at the seeds. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, there's a plant or two there, you know, and like one or two of plants, eh? Like, you know, like you know, you could probably grow one or two plants with those, eh? One or two, you know, maybe three.
What's up, Masshole Grower? How you doing, my friend? That's right. Well, you know, at the end of the day with the new set, right? If there's one thing I learned from my friend, Caden Crooks, was that, you know, I can't smoke tobacco around this microphone. Plus, I got plants everywhere in here, so, I mean, I can't smoke around them either. So, I go hide in my washroom. It's the one place I'm allowed to smoke in the house. So, I go hide in there, and I sit underneath the exhaust fan and smoke there. But, yeah. Yeah, tobacco, it will destroy your microphones. Do not smoke near your professional microphones. So let's quickly go over some of the things to come. You know, we've touched base a little bit throughout the show about it, and so we'll have the new perpetual flowering room up and going. I'm going to be setting up a bunch of tents soon. We're going to be doing the what I'm going to call the Harry Potter grow, where we grow underneath the stairs in a weird under the stair closet, just like where Harry Potter lived. And we're going to be doing breeding experiments, a lot more how-to videos as well, and really, you know, trying to step up our game in terms of both, you know, editing and all of that kind of stuff. You know, there is an email. It is potsquatchdoo@gmail.com. That's POTSQUATCHDOO@gmail.com. If you have any requests or anything you'd like to see us sort of cover in one of the live stream shows or make a video about or do anything like that, so just let us know and we can happily oblige you on that one as well. Yeah, but we're really, you know, we're going to be working hard on doing some good stuff and really stepping up our game here and, you know, giving the people what they want, making the most entertaining, interactive, as well as educational YouTube that we can for all of you. For those of you who have chosen to do the membership thing, you know, really, I mean, it's a great way for you to help us keep the lights on here. One day, eventually, if I figure it out, there will be the tip function if you ever feel so obliged. None of our content is pay-for content. You will never have to pay a single red cent in order to be part of the shows, to watch the videos, or interact, or be part of the community. That would just be wrong. But for those of you who are in a place to and choose to, it is ever so appreciated. I do have a much bigger, larger mortgage now. And as some of the people in the States have learned, beer costs a lot in Canada. And Uncle Potsquatch is kind of like Bender from Futurama. So, but anyway, everybody, for all of you who have chosen to support us that way, thank you so much. Ways you can support, other than that, you know, just showing up, that's great. Being part of the show, interacting, participating, liking stuff, telling your friends, tell your friends about some weird, balding, bearded idiot over in Canada who occasionally might teach you something. And, you know, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for remaining part of the community, for being patient with me and my slow but surely trying to get things going for all of you again. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of our family heart,
here at Pot Squatch Growers. We thank you very much for that. And, I'm going to keep learning how to use this stupid little software here. And eventually these shows will be even funkier. I'm pretty sure I can start playing like videos and doing other things or showing other things. And, one thing I would really like to start doing too is bringing people into the shows. So sometimes we'll have, guests coming on. Sometimes it'll be people like you in the community at home who would like to participate and be part of the show. Sometimes we'll bring other people on that we can get on the show. Kyle Cushman said he'd be down at some point to come on the show. Brett, our cohort in making lights for everybody, we're going to try to start doing a monthly segment talking about lights, but also just having a fun hangout, and also talking about breeding. We'll get all of that going as well. There's some big name people I'm trying to get on the show, but we'll see if I can pull that one off. Mike Tyson, Jim Belushi, Snoop Dogg. You want to come on the show? Seth Rogen, Seth MacFarlane. Any of you guys want to come on the show? You can. Just let me know. potsquatch420@gmail.com. Just send me an email. All right. But anyway, everybody. And and it's like Wake and Bake now. I mean, a number of my friends own production companies in Canada, and if they ever saw me doing that, I think they'd probably shoot me. So I got to treat my equipment with a little bit of respect, because they said, hey, if I take care of this microphone for the rest of my life, it'll run the rest of our career here, and hashtag boom, we'll be good to go. But my friends, my family, my pot squatches, thank you so much again. I'm hoping to have our store fixed soon, so you'll be able to buy all your hats, t-shirts, grinders, etc. again. The CBD line is obviously still available. That's at potsquatchsales.com. I know, we got a lot of different websites. It's frustrating. But we will have all of the new CBD products launching very, very soon, from our new beard oil that comes in 2 cents, cedarwood and whiskey, and then my favorite one, which I affectionately have named, and it's coming to market under this name too, Squatch Stank. Ladies, I think you'll like this one. If you've got a man in your life that is bearded and you want him to smell sexy, buy him some Squatch Stank. It smells good. We're also going to be having gummies and gel tabs and all of those wonderful things coming to market. Hell, I'm even toying around with launching my own brand of hemp smokes. That's right. Why not? I actually tried a few of those things. They're actually kind of funky. But yeah, I'm playing around with a bunch of different stuff. In the coming year, I would like to expand our clothing line. So we're going to have, things for the ladies as well. Over the last number of years, a lot of the lady pot squats are like, well, why the fuck can't I get a tank top? Why can't I buy this? Why can't I buy that? When are you going to do things for us? And I was like, well, one day we will get there. And so that's sort of one of the things I'm endeavoring to try to get going as well too. So just know, lots of good things in store, lots of good things coming. That will be coming. And at the end of the day, I'm just starting to learn how to, work all this crap here on the new set, on the new show. Hey, we got the show to fucking work today. That, I think, is at least a pretty big success for me, given that I often, basically feel I'm a 90-year-old man in my brain. But so long story short, remember, the true grower is a forever student. The true grower is not afraid to take risks. The true grower makes educated, stupid decisions. Remember, we learn the most from our mistakes. Don't beat yourself up too much. Every mistake is a learning experience. You'll learn more from a bad book than you do from a good one. And at the end of the day, even the most seasoned growers make mistakes. I make mistakes still. Let's be honest, 90% of the time when I make mistakes, because I was being lazy and, I fucked up that way. Daily gardening, everyone. Get in those gardens every single day. Watch your plants, love your plants, and they will love you too. But anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning in. This was our first attempt at using Streamlabs. The show at least turned on, so we're working in the right direction at least. All right, baby. Keep it sexy, keep it real, keep it squatchy.